There you go, solicitor. I've just got in off my bike ride, so I'm a bit flustered. We've done about 10 miles. It's great, isn't it? I actually had to sit, get my bottle of water, and then actually remember why I was going live. Oh, look, the figures are going up, aren't they? Eh? Everyone's making their way over to VK. Come on! This is going to be the best viewed live stream I reckon we've done. Share it. Get it shared. This is only an update, yeah? We've all been talking about the 15th of May for my court hearing. It's the court hearing for apprehending the Asian paedophile. There was a court case this week where a man in Liverpool tried to nick a car that had an 8-year-old girl in it. He was a paedophile. 2 men chased after him and they beat him with an iron pole. They beat him with an iron bar and they robbed his wallet. And in the man got, the paedophile got done. They didn't get done. The judge commended them for their bravery in catching him. Even though they beat him up with an iron bar, even though they nicked his wallet, they did not get prosecuted. Now, on the 15th, I was due to be in court for assault charges against a paedophile who had groped my daughter. He's not going to court, yeah? Now, I had a phone call yesterday from Bedfordshire Police. And in fact, the liaison officer from London, our liaison officer we've had for demonstrations, I messaged him saying, who do I need to speak to at Luton about my court case? He put me through to a police officer, and actually I actually respect this police officer. So I wanted to give him a hard time, but he's rang me up, and I usually record their conversations, yeah? But he's rang me up and he said, what's your plans on the 15th? So I said, well, my plans are to go to court because you've given me a court date. And for anyone who doesn't know, new guidelines have come in, okay, because of COVID-19. New guidelines have come in for all court cases. They are throwing out court cases every single day. Any minor offences are being kicked out of the court system, just letting people go. If they're on the touch and go, whether they'll get a conviction, they're dropping the cases. Speeding tickets getting dropped, okay? They're dropping cases. They've got all these new guidelines. So my solicitor's contacted to point out that whenever I have a court case, people travel from all over the country. With regards to COVID-19, is it in the public interest for our client to be prosecuted for the minimal of assault charges? It's an assault charge that wasn't given by this an independent Crown Prosecution Service. It was a sergeant. He dropped it to the lowest charge possible. So I was due to be in court on the 15th. The police officer rang me up and said, what's your plans? I'm just letting you know that Bedfordshire Police will be enforcing the COVID laws. Now, what are the COVID laws? The COVID laws are that you are not allowed to protest. You're not allowed to, okay? They've passed themselves. So I said, how long have you got these laws for? 2 years. What are you telling me? We can't protest for 2 years. He goes, well, we'll be enforcing the law. So I did ask, are you enforcing the law on everybody? Because I've gone today and drove through Berry Park and I've got footage to show plenty of people. You've all been following the videos online. Plenty of people from select communities who are out in large numbers, ignoring the laws. I don't see the police. In fact, the only video I've seen of a police officer is getting robbed of his bike by a big group of them. But anyway, they said they'll be enforcing the COVID laws. Bedfordshire Police will be enforcing the COVID laws. He then said, and he told me they're recording me, so they're probably looking to get me for breaching one of these laws. He then asked me what my plans are. So I said, my plans are to go to court. And I'm sure people's plans are to go with me. Now, this morning, I received this. Just to let you know, we've received correspondence from the court this morning to state your hearing, which was meant to be on the 15th of May, has been adjourned again. Second time it's been adjourned to the 11th of June 2020. This is a further holding date, and we've been advised by the court is only dealing with priority 1 cases at the moment, meaning overnight remands, etc. So it probably won't go ahead on the 11th of June. Now, I asked the police officer, think about this, is the Asian paedophile, okay, is he going to come to court? You're prosecuting me for assaulting him. Is he really going to walk into court and let the whole world know who he is? Because I'm currently under conditions. I'm not allowed to tell you who he is. Yeah? I'm not allowed to tell you who he is. So I'm under conditions. If he comes to court, we all know who he is then, yeah? The whole country's going to know who he is. We then can find out. But anyway, yeah? The court have expressed a view that we will be able to progress the case via virtual case management hearings, okay? So my court case has been kicked, right? So it's not on the 15th. I did say people who are making the plans, I'll still meet them on the 15th. I'll still hold a rally on the 15th. Now, at the same time, people are upset with the abuse of power. That's what we're witnessing many, many times, yeah? The abuse of legal power, the abuse of the law. On the 20th of this month, Paul Golding is in court on a terrorism charge. It's the same terrorism charge that Lauren Southern, a Canadian journalist, was arrested and held under at the British port, where it's a total abuse of law. It's the same terrorism charge that she was refused entry and deported from our country under. Paul Golding flew back from Russia. The police took his phone at the airport, and under terrorism law, you know your right to remain silent. You don't have that. You have to answer their questions or you break the Terrorism Act. You have to give them your phones and your passwords or you break the Terrorism Act. Now, under that terrorism law, it says that there has to be a clear indication that they're involved in terrorism. Paul Golding's not involved in terrorism. He hasn't gone to Russia on a terrorist training camp, has he? Okay? I'd say this case on the 20th of May, it's not about Paul Golding. It's not about Britain First. My cases, many of them are not about me, okay? It's about an abuse of free speech, the taking of free speech, abuse of police powers. And on the 20th of May, Paul Golding faces prison on terrorism charges for a total abuse of the law. Now, Paul Golding has spoke to Metropolitan Police who are going to facilitate. Strange. They're going to facilitate. We know that Boris Johnson's making an announcement on Sunday or Monday. We know he possibly is going to relax certain laws by Monday. But I've seen a lot of people making videos saying anyone who's not standing up against the COVID legislation is a traitor. Those same people making those videos aren't organising any demonstrations. They're not organising shit. Right? They're sitting there like they usually do behind their computer screen, saying, moaning about everyone else being Zionist shills whilst doing fuck all. But so whilst I would say people were making their plans to come on the 20th to Luton, and to certain people, I've had people message me saying, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with that. As I said, outside, I'm going on the 20th of May to Westminster Magistrates to Paul Golding's terrorism case because it is a total abuse of the law. A total abuse of law. And if it can happen to Paul, it can happen to me. If it can happen to me, it can happen to you. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so I will be going to that court case, and rather than people come to Luton on the 15th or making a travel on the 15th, I would advise them to go to Westminster Magistrates on the 20th. Luton Police said they were not going to facilitate it. They were going to be enforcing the law. They'd have been embarrassing themselves. And I did tell the officer, I don't think you're going to have enough officers. I don't think you're going to have enough officers to deal with it. Now, I'll be outside Westminster Magistrates on the 20th. I'll be video and reporting. I'll be live streaming for VK. It feels so good to be able to say that. I'll be live the whole event. I'll be speaking to Paul Golding to find out, because listen, he faces prison. And you know, if he gets convicted of this, then the headlines are terrorist Paul Golding. Bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay? It's an abuse of power. An abuse of power against Lauren Southern. An abuse of power against Martin Selner. And people, as I said, I've got people saying, I love Paul Golding. I've got other people saying, I don't really like Paul Golding, or I don't agree with this. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. It's bigger than Paul Golding. It's bigger than Britain First. It's bigger than Tommy Robinson. All of these issues are. It's about an abuse of power. Now, if there's an abuse of power and you're fed up of COVID laws, or you're fed up and you want to make a stand against these things, yeah, then Westminster Magistrates. Then you can go there, can't you, and show your opposition to the many reasons that people are saying that we're seeing an abuse of law now. And the hypocrisy in everything. Total hypocrisy in what we're seeing. I don't know whether it be the call to prayer, but I just see, I think, Westminster Bridge every time. I see so many people that aren't social distancing. But anyway, that's basically what my live stream purpose was. It was to update people, to say people were making plans on the 15th. And if Paul Golding wasn't in court on the 20th, I'd probably have still met people on the 15th because I know people are coming. But it would be much more beneficial to oppose the abuse of police powers under one banner on the 20th outside Westminster. So I'll be there. I'm loving the numbers that are tuning into this. This is our new home. I'll be from now on. So as I said, that court case is kicked into the long grass for now. On the 20, I'll get the exact dates, but in the next 2 weeks, you know, the incident in Hitchin with Omar and DJ and Tariq, you know, the three beautiful, peaceful little sons of immigrants or illegal immigrant, one of them, who attacked an old lady. Well, they're in court in Stevenage. They're at Stevenage Magistrates. So the Jamal case, don't know what's going on. I don't know. Burlington's, you can look them up. You can contact them yourselves. If you look up Burlington's, they're a legal firm. I'm being told by Jamal's solicitors, but I don't believe the word they say because they just continually lie. Been told that Burlington's are taking over the case. Farooq Bajwa are disappearing and folding. Dr. Farooq Bajwa was running off to Pakistan, star on TV or something like that. I don't know. Mohammed Akanji will have nothing to do with the case anymore, apparently. But every time you go to court, it costs you 30, 40 grand, which is the purpose of what they're doing. So, Stevenage Magistrates, give you the exact date. Those three boys are in court. In fact, there's also another Muslim is in court in London, Wimbledon Magistrates, for making videos threatening to kill me and my family. It's going to be the first prosecution for anyone in the last 10 years for coming up who's made threats to kill me. So, and you know what? It's a Muslim police officer who has been dealing with this, and he's been absolutely brilliant and positive. And I guess as a Muslim, he doesn't feel the need to be politically correct. He said that everyone should be protected by the law. Unfortunately, I haven't seen this for 10 years. It took a Muslim police officer who's been very, how do I say, very determined to see the horrible man that was threatening to kill my children and family face prosecution. So he should be going to court the next day. So in those 2 days, again, I will be publishing it live on VK. So good at it. It's so good of it. How are you liking VK? Let's have a little chat. Come on. How are you liking VK? I'm shocked they're bringing him to court. So am I. But they are. So keep sharing this. Tell all your friends. This is our new home. Oi, Tate. Tate, are you watching this? Let me see. Come on, Tate. I hope you are. Anyone know Tate? Andrew Tate. Cobra Tate, yeah? He's banned from all social media as well, but he's brilliant, man. Get on and watch his videos. Who else we got? Loving it. Let me see. VK rules. It is good to be back. And do you know what? I feel recharged, buzzing. Yeah, ready. Ready to get off this lockdown. All the people, again, if you're one of the people moaning about the police abuse of powers, you don't agree with this COVID stuff, the biggest abuse of police powers is happening on the 20th of May, 20th of this month. Tuesday, isn't it? Who saw John Sweeney on GM, on Good Morning Britain? The man's a proven fraud. It shows you what an absolute joke the media are. He's proven as a total fraud. And you've got him on there, sitting there, as a credible source of news. Oh, mate. Thanks for finally. VK is banging, innit? Just Luton Lion. Harry Dane. What's happening with that fat mess Stutchbury? Stutchbury sent me a letter saying he's suing me. And I haven't had another thing. We sent a letter back saying, you've got no chance, mate. You encourage people to come to my home. You are an Antifa activist. You encourage violence. That's what he does, right? You're a big, chubby, fat mess. You encourage people to go to a families home and terrorised them. You were involved in it, whether you like it or not, mate. You can try and pretend you weren't. And you ain't got a chance. So I haven't heard another word back. I think he's hiding in Germany, actually. But the funny thing is, next time I go out of Germany, we'll see. So, yeah, David Icke, London Real. London Real are experiencing what we've experienced, lads, for years, mate. We could tell you all about it. Join the club, you know what I mean? A lot of people, like London Real's been going for a few years. So a lot of people, I think, when it happened to us, how many people actually spoke up? How many people said it's wrong? Now it's happening to many different people. The censorship. So my advice to anyone is get onto VK. Get onto VK. The new home of English patriotism or British patriotism. So close. Go on, give it a share. See the views we get at the end of this, eh? I'd love to come to Switzerland. My grandson arrived. Donna Sexton, congratulations, love. Danny Tomo, where are you? Kev Carroll, are you on here yet? Liam Tufts, where are you? Knox. I just love having this ability again. It's great, isn't it? What I've just got footage. Oh no, actually, I'll wait. I'll just put the video together. Anyway, I'm going over and over again now, aren't I? It's been great speaking to you all. The purpose of my thing is to say on the 15th of May, should we go to Luton Town Centre? Nah. The big date is the 20th of May. It's an abuse of police power. Whether you like, whether you're a member of Britain First or not a member of Britain First, whatever, they're lied about as well many times or attacked like we all are. So I'll be there. I'll be there to support them. It's an abuse of police power. So see you all. If you're fed up of your lockdown, I'll be there reporting for everybody on that case, yeah? Hey, Tufsy, give us a dance. Tufsy, I want to see a dance, mate. Put a song on, give us a dance, and I'll share it on my page, yeah? Everyone's waiting for the Liam Tufts dance, yeah? 20th of May. See you all soon, man. Do you know why? I'm going to have to go because I'm watching The Punisher. We're in the box set The Punisher. It's pretty decent. I'm liking it. So my wife's waiting in there. Can we travel on the 15th? No, the 15th's off. It's the 20th. And they're going to relax the rules, I believe, on Monday. So, yeah, you can. And Paul Golding's had it confirmed today by the police that they're going to facilitate people coming. Bring a mask. If you're going to come to the court to support him, I'm going to be reporting. Make sure you stick to social distancing. But you're allowed to go, I believe. So stay out of the fridge. It's hard work, isn't it? Who else is having our job staying out of the fridge? Totally peed off this lockdown. Well, if you're peed off with lockdown, as I said, I'll see you all on the 20th. Have a great evening, everyone. Russia, we love you. See you later.